Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the Pedri! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Pedri clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
By Leverkusen with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Gets his head to it! And that's caused a worry or two.
Van Bouten did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Camavinga. Schneider showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that plummets the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
And he's intervened well there. Maradona chasing after it. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think...
Looks for the finish! And that certainly packed a punch. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. No, that's been intercepted. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And the shot! And that wasn't far away.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Pedri. Oh, important interception. Pedri is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And it's Maradona. He's through here. He's found a way through. There's the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. No goals as yet. Mbappe. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
Oh, you make it sound so simple. McAllister. Maradona.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now it's Mbappe. He's had a hit! Oh, that was no routine save.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And he's there to clear it. Bayern Munich have the chance to go the other way. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Van Bouten. Nesta. Passes short and sharp. And Batistuta! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Bayer Leverkusen are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Camavinga. Now it's Camavinga. Mbappe. Kimmich makes the interception. McAllister. Now who's going to be first to this? Maradona. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passes. Mbappe! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, that is tidy. It is a picture-book goal. Chance! He's missed, but not by that far. Cafu. It's Kimmich. Thinks one through. That is a brilliant interception. Schneider. And that interception was most necessary. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Mbappe. And he's in on goal. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the shot! And here's Mbappe. Real chance here. Mbappe. And it's Batistuta. Batistuta. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. Reflections on the first half?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Kimmich. Kamavinga. Tchouaméni producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Love hits one! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
By a Leverkusen. Can he put it away? No mistake! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Kimmich. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Bergkamp. He's going for goal! Bayer Leverkusen have their third corner. He gets big! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Batistuta. Bergkamp. He's shifting through the gears here. That wasn't the greatest of balls. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Decent hit! And again! Bastoni gets rid without sophistication.
Substitution on the field, number 11, Bergkamp, number 13,
Alexander-Arnold,
Kadrin,
Tchouaméni,
number 9, Batistuta, number 18,
Alvarez wins. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! Into the lead once more. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Bayer Leverkusen go into the great hit, and he hits the net. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And yes, it's him again. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's
Musiala! And more, and more, and more. And the lead is 3. It is surely done.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds.
Real chance! It's there! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, easy pickings there. And here's De Bruyne. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Musiala. He's looking to set free a runner, and he's onside. Oh, nice touch. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cafu gets over and intercepts. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Vinicius Junior charging forward, the ball at his feet. There's no flag. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Great ball if he can get there. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Schneider. Vitz. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Alvarez! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product. Bayer Leverkusen have got it back and they'll have another go. Vinicius Junior! Into the arms of the goalkeeper. Chance here to counter. Kimmich. Musiala. Oh, that's well spotted. Kimmich.
6 added minutes
Schneider.
has been indicated.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well timed, excellent interception. Kimmich. And it's Maradona. Bayern Munich looking to pass their way through. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Vitz. Vinicius Junior. That is lovely. Kimmich. That's that, the end. Bayern Munich cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Bayern Munich desperately failing to...
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. So 70,000 and more followers of Germany's ultimate winning machine open their arms to their favourite sons. In the Bavarian capital, they demand another spectacle. The action has already started. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. Bayer making his 200th appearance today. I guess that's the most significant team news.
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first names on the team sheet, a priceless asset.
Now it's Bellingham. He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Opts to play it back. And here's Haaland, and he's gone backward here. Bellingham! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Vinicius Junior. Costa Curta. That's really well manoeuvred. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Vinicius Junior. The pass is intercepted. Haaland, over to the left. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. So what can they make of this? And that is as far as they're going to go. Haaland! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Haaland is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Costa Curta with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Kimmich. Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
And here's Maradona. Interesting ball. He's had a hit! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, what has happened here? Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. So we're still where we started right now. And it's De Bruyne. Kimmich. Can he spark a counter here? Mbappe has a look and plays it forward. Maradona. Schneider.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
And it's Schneider. That looks a cracking ball. Mbappe. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Showing great feet there. Pass is just off target. And claimed it back swiftly. Vinicius Junior. That has been knocked clear. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Kimmich. Schneider. He's got away. And a header! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. And it's Schneider. Oh, easy pickings there. Mbappe. Kimmich. Backward it goes.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
Driving forward. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe. He gets big. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Vinicius Junior did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Kimmich. And it's Schneider. He's played it back. Hernandez.
There will be 1 minute
De Bruyne.
time.
Bellingham.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
We are into overtime. And here's Mbappe. Out towards the flank. And the first half is done. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And the second half gets underway. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Mbappe! He's got tall! No, not the best of headers.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Mbappe, and here's Maradona. It's Maradona! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Oh, there's the clearance. Schneider.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Vinicius Junior. That's a little off target. Schneider. Camavinga. Maradona. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Back into the middle. Bellingham. Climbs up big! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
The attendance
90 minutes played.
810.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's chosen to go back. Quality ball.
They want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's De Bruyne. Rodri. Mbappe. And the counter is on. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Maradona. Kimmich really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Camavinga. Bayern Munich finding their passes. It's Kimmich. De Bruyne. Vinicius Junior. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mbappe. He could be in here. And he's surging through. And the cup heads it! Really well taken goal. Finally, the deadlock is broken.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Bayern Munich have broken through. It's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And here's Bellingham. Bellingham! And that could come back to haunt them.
Bellingham nearly produced the perfect retort. That can only be a means to have another go.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. And he's there to belt it away. Alexander-Arnold. It's a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself.
Substitution on the field. Number 12.
Bayern Munich choosing to make the first change.
Number 21. Rodri. Number 6. Joshua Kimmich. Number 9. Maradona. Coming on the field.
Bayern Munich
15,
leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin.
Chouameni. Number 22. McAllister. Number 8,
Inter really might just
Griezmann.
end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And he cuts out the supply. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And he's intervened well there. Very much into the last knockings. Mbappe. Played back.
He had nobody else to help out there. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Shapes to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Griezmann. That's good running with the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So that's it. It is all over. Bayern Munich have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. So 70,000 and more followers of Germany's ultimate winning machine open their arms to their favourite sons. In the Bavarian capital, they demand another spectacle. We have already started here. That's a fabulous ball.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that could set him on his way. Pass somewhat off target. Schneider. And here's Maradona. Maradona, can he finish? It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Simplicity itself.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Cafu. And it's Messi. It's a good spell of possession, this. Julie! They've scored! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's now.
Oh, shooting chance! Neymar. Cafu. Neymar. Great chance! Camavinga. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Nice bit of trickery. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Szoboszlai goes steaming forward. Szoboszlai! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Bayern Munich couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And it's Schneider. Well, played right into his path. He's in! It's Maradona! Goal! Bayern Munich! Into the lead once more.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Bayern Munich go into the lead.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Neymar. Oh, that's neat. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Cafu. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aimed beyond the defence. And he's made sure that's not getting through. 30 minutes gone. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the runner. Lovely ball and a real chance. And there it is! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Well, obviously some sections of the crowd would disagree, but that was the right decision, albeit a late one.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. Kashima Antlers upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
The ball's gone astray. Julie touches it back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
And a header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Kashima Antlers with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's gone backward here. There's the shot! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Not a manager, I think. It's all happening. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got 2 strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Mbappe! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Kashima Antlers have their second corner now. Szoboszlai with the short one. Nicely aimed pass. Bayern Munich have the chance to go the other way.
2 added minutes has been
Well played.
indicated.
That has snuffed out the danger. Here's Neymar. And it's Messi. He's got decent hits! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Bayern Munich come out of a half that has been quite extraordinary on many counts. High scoring, truly exciting, but neither side able to hold a lead. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. So once again, we're underway. Maradona. Ruben Neves, the ultimate schemer, the supplier-in-chief. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Brilliantly cut out. Cafu. Messi. Cafu. And the pass is intercepted.
This is the time you need that pace.
Camavinga. Now it's Maradona. And he's found a way past. They want to be quick to recover this. Maradona couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Julie, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Cafu. Oh, this is a great position. Hits one! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cafu. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Schneider. Now there's a fine ball. Can he put it away? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He's got the shot away! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter.
The attendance for this match was 60,000.
Ruben Neves calmly anticipates. He won't be happy with that one. Julie. Roberto Carlos. Bayern Munich needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, this looks sharp. Tries a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break. Pretty robust defending.
Szoboszlai. Messi. Messi. Good purposeful running this. Oh, well played. So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Neymar. Shapes to shoot! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Bayern Munich disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Back in possession and ready to go again. Opts to play it back. Schneider. Ruben Neves. Bayern Munich looking to pass their way through. Maradona.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Neymar. Oh, perfectly measured that. Messi. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Real chance! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Throw it.
Substitution.
Mbappe. Now it's Messi. That is a great pick out. Mohamed Salah gets into some speed. He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substitution in progress.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chouameni. That looks a good ball through. It's Salah! Mo Salah! Sensational! And that may just do it!
Bayern Munich really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
After 87
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Kashima Antlers complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Four extra minutes added on. Nice sequence of passes, this. That pass has been well intercepted. McAllister. Bellingham. And it's Neymar. Passing nice and neat. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well read, nice interception. And that will be the final act. Bayern Munich can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. So yet again, Munich expects, and it has every reason so to do. Bayern, so often Germany's indisputable champions, the preeminent force of our day, looking to impose itself once more. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Palmer. Well, versatility and work rate have always been the strength. Musiala! That's got him rattled. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Saka. Musiala. Schneider. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Musiala. Can he get it through? Mbappe.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. A look and plays it forward. That looks a good ball through. He has found the way through. And that is expertly dealt with. Hernandez with the clearance. Palmer. Shifted upfield. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for options for movement. It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. In for a header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Bayern Munich still without a single shot on target. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Mbappe. Kimmich. Schneider. Mbappe. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Chiesa, he gets big, and that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Strokes it back. Camavinga. Darren Fletcher. Kimmich. Mbappe.
Japan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Saka. Now the finish! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Schneider. Rodri. Camavinga. And the counter can be on now for Japan. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Kimmich, Bayern Munich, finding their passes. Saka. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Musiala. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Played back in. Maradona. And it's Maradona. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, no joy this time. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. So your views on the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Mbappe is flagged offside. Bastoni. It's Kimmich. Passing is crisp and sharp. Musiala. For Palmer. Hernandez. It's a loose ball. Fiddles it through. That's an excellent interception. Chiesa! And he has kept it out somehow.
Chiesa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Costa Curta with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Musiala, whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Kimmich. Camavinga. And he was alert to it.
The attendance for this match was
Nicely intercepted.
60,332.
Van Bouten. Bayern Munich looking to pass their way through. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Hernandez. Rodri. Passes coming off in quick succession here. But they've got it again. Rodri.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And here's Musiala. He's gone for goal! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Saka. Saka going face-to-face with his great rival.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Maradona. Maradona unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Musiala takes control of it and he's on the move. He's gone forward. Camavinga. Here's Rodri. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Bayern Munich are stuck in central station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they'd care to look.
Back into the middle. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he cuts out the supply.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Musiala. And he's picked out the run. Oh, important interception.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And here's Mbappe. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now Mbappe has a go! Oh, what about that? Finally, finally, finally! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
Kylian Mbappe. Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Japan take the lead, now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Big chance! And that is the last effort of the game. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Bayern Munich simply weren't good enough to play through the pressure.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here, the followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And already we're underway here. Messi. And the counter is on. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, there are keepers, Peter, great keepers, and there's this man, Manuel Neuer. One of the few who can claim to have pretty much revolutionised his position, following in the steps of the great Kaiser, who some have said is the only sweeper that was better than him.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And here's Mbappe. And it's Neymar. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Schneider, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Kimmich. It's a good spell of possession, this. Maradona. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now Neymar.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Spread out to the left. Mbappe. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries to get it clear. Kimmich. Mbappe. Schneider. And it's Schneider. Kimmich. Schneider. Nicely weighted ball. And he's onside. Mbappe! And he gets rid in a hurry. Kimmich. And here's Maradona. Camavinga. Chance with a header! Goal! Bayern Munich! Great header, made it look easy.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
En el minuto 24, el dorsal 9. Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 5.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
El dorsal 21.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Rice. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar. Oh, well played. Van Dalten. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Messi. Messi hurtling down that right flank. And the shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Oh, no joy this time. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Messi. Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Rice with the short one. Can he finish? They've got to be quick to recover this. Bayern Munich have the chance to go the other way. And here's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And the shot! It's in! They are right back in business!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's pulled back. Lovely ball and it shapes to shoot. And that has fair fizzed.
Maradona just couldn't steer it on target. Everything else was up there.
Serginho. And Neymar. Messi. Thinks one through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Kimmich. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And the half-time whistle goes. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant, and as for the managers, check your heart rate.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's 1 each. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Bastoni. Pedri. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Camavinga. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines. Now it's Maradona, and it's Sneijder. Maradona has a goal! Big moment! Massive goal!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Bayern Munich take the lead. Pedri cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And here's Kluivert. Great defending, strong and determined. Kimmich. And it's Sneijder. Almost an hour gone. Messi. It's a good run down the right. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Neymar. He's found a way past. Lovely feet. Turns and goes back. Can he put it away?
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Neymar, it's Kluivert! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
Kluivert has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's Neymar. Hits one! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona have their third corner. They've played it short. Big chance! And another try! Really well taken goal. They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
With a predatory goal.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved.
Nice bit of trickery.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Mbappe. Kimmich. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Neymar. Mbappe. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now the breakaway. Good running, strong and purposeful. Schneider. Good, strong midfield. Griezmann! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh, that's well spotted.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And here's Schneider. He's had a shot! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it!
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Marcó en el minuto 88 el dorsal 7. Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 14, Neymar.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Bayern Munich take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Now it's Neymar. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Zaire Emery can see things others simply cannot. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's nice. Little pass back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Looking for options for movement. And the referee brings it to a close. Bayern Munich proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. We have already started here. Çalhanoğlu is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on. De Bruyne really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Cleared without complication. Schneider. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see. And that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. And here's De Bruyne. Rodri. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, that's neat. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Messi. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's there to clear it.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Ayhan. And that's been intercepted. Oh, super find. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Schneider. Kimmich threads one in. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. De Bruyne looks to get on the end of this. Bruno Fernandes. Elanga. Kimmich. Ahmad. Chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
And it's Messi. Messi. Here's Rodri. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
De Paul gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Rodri. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, what a ball he's in here! De Paul! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Kubo. Elanga. That has not gone well. Kimmich. And it's Schneider.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
De Paul. Now it's De Paul. De Paul cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
De Paul. Ahmad. Oh, no joy this time.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Kubo. Here's Rodri. And he welcomes it in. Great challenge, time to perfection. Shot a goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Schneider. And it's Roberto Carlos. And we've reached half-time. And as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Some first-half thoughts?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Ahmad! Schneider. Now it's Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Çalhanoğlu. De Paul. De Paul unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's De Bruyne. And De Bruyne! Oh, what a goal! What a goal!
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
The goal scorer after 56 minutes is number 13, Kevin De Bruyne.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Looking for the run. De Paul.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Koke.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Header! Decent enough try.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. And he's taking no chances there.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's De Bruyne. Now it's Sneijder. Oh, super find. Now it's Sneijder. Cleared without hesitation.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout...
Tries a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Manchester United with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually.
Number 21.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Up for a header. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Neymar. Number 9, Messi. Number 7, Soboslai. Number 23, Beckham. Number 24, Onana.
Manchester United have their second corner now.
Substitutions taking place.
Bayern Munich have the chance to go the other way. De Bruyne. He's through here. That's been cut out, well played. Ayhan clears.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, good take in a good area. De Bruyne delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
1-0 as we head towards the end. De Bruyne. De Bruyne proves just a little bit too strong. And it's Neymar. Çalhanoğlu with the slide tackle there. Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And once more he proves rigid and robust. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And here's De Bruyne. De Bruyne.
Bayern Munich can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
And he's picked it up out wide. Neymar play. He gets big. Oh, denied brilliantly.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Desperate defending required here. Van Bouten can get it clear. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's De Bruyne. Tierney gets across to intercept that. And there goes the final whistle. Bayern Munich have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. De Bruyne picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Children's announcement.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. The action has already started. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Messi touches it back. And here's Messi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And that could set him on his way.
Well, Peter, this is a game where I really don't think I need to spell out...
Now the finish! It's loose now. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And they've been given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Maradona! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Rodri. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And he was quick to react. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Bayern Munich finding their passes. He could be in here.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Maradona. Bayern Munich still without a single shot on target. De Bruyne. Rice. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Rice. Dink through. Kimmich. And it's Snyder. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Maradona. Bastoni cuts out the pass. Van Bauten.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Kimmich. And he's gone backward here. Rice. And back it goes.
Not a lot more he could do there. De Bruyne really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Messi. Mateus. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Good read, needed to be. And he thumps it clear. Schneider. It's Kimmich. And it's De Bruyne. And it's Messi. De Bruyne. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
De Bruyne showed plenty of zest. Oh, what has happened here? Maradona. Koundé. And he's managed to get rid. And they're back on the ball again. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Bayern Munich head to the dressing room, not yet having broken. Hits one! This is their second corner of the game. Danger averted for now. Oh, terrible pass. He is through here. Schneider. And it's Maradona. Well, that pass isn't the best. Costa Curta gets it away. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. Maradona. Now it's Owen. Cantona. So much time and space here. Camavinga. De Bruyne. Now it's Schneider. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that...
Decent hit! And he hits the net!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
Real chance! Real chance! No mistake! 2 up and threatening to pull clear!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down.
Oh no, this does not look good. He's found some... Tries a shot!
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Oh, nearly,
80.13
but nearly
spettatori.
is nothing.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That is good alertness. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's searching through. Can he finish? Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And the lead is 3. It is surely done. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to...
Messi! It's a loose ball. Koundé. Van Bouten calmly anticipates. Kimmich. To Schneider. Now it's Kimmich.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Back when it goes. Now it's Kimmich. Big chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, this looks sharp. Maradona. That's headed upfield. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That is ended up in no man's land. 75 minutes played. No luck with that dink over the top. And that's put paid to a promising move. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's De Bruyne. And that has put paid to that. Cantona. Rice. Owen. And the finish! And he should have made it 4.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Owen lascia il campo per il numero 10.
So, third corner of the game. There's the shot! They've scored! result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. De Bruyne looking to run onto it. Oh, nice touch. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bastoni spots it and intercepts. And here's De Bruyne. Threads one in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
McAllister
Il quarto uomo indica
plays a
4
delicate
minuti di
ball.
recupero.
He's played him through. Bayer can pick that up. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And it's Maradona. Floated through. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. McAllister. And that intercept. And that's that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to...
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. So 70,000 and more followers of Germany's ultimate winning machine open their arms to their favourite sons. In the Bavarian capital, they demand another spectacle. As you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Mbappe. Lucas Vazquez. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And here's Schneider. Bayern Munich looking to pass their way through. He's chosen to go back. And here's Maradona. Kimmich, and here's Maradona. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Messi. Mbappe. Mbappe! So what can they make of this? Bayern Munich still without a single shot on target. Schneider, that is a great pick out. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
And time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Camavinga, and here's Maradona. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Mbappe! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. He can get that clear. Valverde. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball.
There's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Valverde. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Schneider. That looks a good ball through. Oh, that's delightful. Mbappe. Quality ball. Foden. Mbappe. Foden. Lucas Vazquez. Now it's Foden. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. Bayern Munich have the chance to go the other way. And here's Messi. We've seen that early. He used a certain sixth sense. Schneider. And the counter is on. Kimmich. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Modric. And here's Mbappe. Kimmich.